Hi, I'm Ben, and I just thought it was about time I did a bit of a YouTube video on some of the plants I'm growing in my garden here in Sydney. So I'm going to start here, and this is actually my achacha tree, or achachiru, I believe the proper Brazilian name is. I brought this, well, I didn't buy it, I actually planted it as a seed probably 8 or 9 years ago. I grew it in a pot for most of that time until I moved to my present address here. So only last year I planted it in the ground. And unfortunately when I did plant it, the whole of last winter it started to die back. And you can see up here, there's still tiny bits of dieback that it gets, but with a lot of seaweed solution and a lot of love, it actually put out heaps of new growth, and you can see now it's still flushing. So I'm really happy about that. No fruit yet. So I'm hoping, these guys are known as being taking a long time to fruit. So I'm hoping next year I'll get some. So that's my achacha tree. Over here I'll just take you through a small selection of some of my potted plants. So I've got the Wurtz avocado here, keeping that one in the pot until maybe for a year or two, and then I'm planning on actually planting it here in a raised bed. About 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters down we get clay here, so I think it's all because it came from the excavation of this shed prior to when I bought the place. But yeah, so that's the plan. Put that one in the ground and get some avocados hopefully in a few years. Now I've got a lot of seedlings here. I think this one, let me check this guy. Garcinia gardneriana. This might be the Bacupari, potentially. Just another Garcinia. Listen, he's going to take a while to grow, like all Garcinias, but I don't even know where I'm going to put him yet, but let's cross that bridge when we get there. Got a few black sapote seedlings, so I actually have a black sapote in the ground I'll show you as well, but my plan with these is potentially just to graft the known variety I've got onto these guys. Maybe I'll sell them, I'm not really sure yet, but we'll see how we go. And here's a seedling mango, but what I've actually done here is grafted on Palmer. So this will become a dwarf mango. I've already got a dwarf mango out the front, an Irwin, but I didn't have the Palmer. The grafts on my one out the front didn't take, so this one has on the seedling, and I'll probably try to graft a bit of wood from this one onto the Irwin at some stage as well. Isn't that growth beautiful? Just beautiful red leaves. Yeah, really satisfying when the graft takes and you get that lovely flush of new growth. So first time grafting mango, and I'm pretty happy with the result there. What do we got? Another Garcinia over here. So this guy is Garcinia intermedia. So here's the lemon drop mangosteen. I think dailies call them madrono. I think there's some sort of disagreements over the naming of these, but anyway, this one's a funny one. It's just flushing now, which is nice, but yeah, it did have potentially some mineral deficiencies. Maybe that's iron deficiency, I'm not quite sure. I did spray it recently, but when I tried spraying a while back, it actually sort of had the adverse reaction and started going, really didn't like it. The growth sort of died a little bit, so I'm just being careful with how much I spray. And this one, another Garcinia, would you believe? This is a Xanthochymus, Garcinia xanthochymus. Now I actually had a a Russell Sweet that was grafted on this, but my experience here in Sydney says that the Russell Sweet potentially likes much warmer temps than we've got here. I'm not sure. Anyway, I did buy it on the cusp of winter, and it didn't like those colder conditions in there. Even though it was in my little greenhouse, it still didn't like those. So that was that. But the rootstock for the Xanthocomas took over. So listen, I'll see what I do with this one. Again, not sure if I'll grow it out or sell it, or maybe I'll try and graft something else onto it. But anyway, it's a beautiful plant, flushes with beautiful nice red growth when it initially pushes out, and a nice looking Garcinia. I'll go through a couple of others. So these are some of my other tropicals here. I might just touch on a few of these. So Bernica black sapote here. Again, just planted this one in the ground last year. And looky down here, a couple of fruit. So a few fruit there, and you know, fingers crossed they keep growing. My size, my hand for size reference, so they're still a bit small, a little bigger than probably, you know, small, well, a bit bigger than a golf ball, you'd say. So I'm hoping these guys keep growing throughout the winter, and maybe I'll have some black sapotes come August, September, somewhere there. So quite exciting, that. Here's a bit of an experiment. We'll see. This is a jackfruit seedling, but you can see even in this, yeah, we're not getting much cold weather now, but I don't know if this is sun damage or if it's frost damage, right? Yeah, I can't get it to focus terribly well. Anyway, so I'm not sure, but I have another jackfruit seedling planted at the same time, kept it in a pot, except I kept it in the shade, and it has done really, really well. So not sure what the difference is there. Probably, you know, potentially it is, you know, they might just like the shade more when they're young. This is a bit more of an exposed location too, so listen, we'll see how this goes over winter, but I've got a few other seedlings available should this one not make it. And here we have my Rollinia. Now, this guy got smashed by some wind a couple of weeks ago, and when they're young like this, they really, you know, the wind really knocks them around. It's not a terribly windy location where I am, but you know, we just had a kind of a windy day a little while back. So interesting that you can see here a couple of little flowers. Yeah, so I don't think this guy will fruit just yet, but hey, it's a promising sign that there's flowers already, right? So again, just 1 year in the ground. These guys, I think they lose their leaves in winter here. This is just a seedling tree, not a named variety. That's my little temperature sensor down here. So we've got, you know, 16.3 degrees and 72% humidity at the moment, and it's what 5:30 here on 25th of 25th, yeah, no, 26th of April. So there, some of my trees in the ground. Few others around here. Maybe I'll do another video and show you some of these. You might recognize some of them already. So anyway, just a short video, and I hope you enjoyed that. So thanks everyone.